Hi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so have you a book with you?
Yes.
Okay.
How to read a person like a book.
Wow, that's a good title. How to read a person like a book. Observing body language to know what people are thinking. That's great. Okay,
Shall I start?
please start. You finished
Chapter
reading the
number.
book already, or are you reading it now?
I think I have read 3 or 4 chapters. After that, I stopped.
Please go on. You can choose a chapter and read. Yeah.
Chapter number 2. It was written all over his face. The eyes of man converse as much as their tongue, with the advantage that the ocular dialect needs no dictionary, but it understood all the words over. Perhaps the least conversation, perhaps the least conversational of all the area of non-verbal communication is facial expressions. We focus our eyes on the face more than any other part of the body, and the expressions we see are widely accepted as having meaning. Virtually every one of us has encountered a look that could kill, a fish eye, or a come hither look. Facial expressions convey a wide range of emotions. A person's face is capable to non-verbally communicate many thoughts and feelings, consciously or unconsciously. In this chapter, we will study the individual expressions of face. Remember, however, that although we are focusing on individual expressions, we must string all the expressions together along with gesture, posture, and words to understand the full meaning.
Okay. Stop there, and after that you can continue. So written all over the face, and a look that could kill. Let me start from there. Have you ever encountered something like this in your life? A look that could kill, both in positive and negative way, you can say that. Sometimes when a person looks at you, it kills for all the good reasons. Or it could be because of anger or frustration. So, have you ever come across a situation like that?
Yeah, due to anger, I've come across like that, and positive as well when someone is very pretty or good natured person whose nature is very good, and something happen between us and we don't want to talk, but that person just give that beautiful smile and we forget everything.
Okay, so the look that could kill, and after that you burst laughing. Yes, it happens. There's an angry look, and then the smile comes. Okay, that's great. That's a good way of putting it. Okay. Then written all over the face. Facial expression is very important. How
Yes.
does it help you in your profession?
uh, when people come to me, especially parents, I can understand what they want to say about their complain about their kids' homework, or they have some other kind of problem, or they want concession in fees. So I can guess little bit, not much, but
Okay.
and when
Okay.
my teachers come to me for leave or for advance salary or something, I can get it that something is
Okay.
there. Their
So
unusual behavior.
unusual behavior. And there is also a line which says you should string the facial expression, posture, gesture, everything together and read it, not just face that
Yes.
is there. Because sometimes some people they'll have drooping eyes and we will feel the person is not interested, but maybe it's just because the person didn't have good sleep or didn't get good sleep the night before. But the person is really energetic in the sense the person is listening to you in that way.
Yes.
Mind is energetic, but face is tired. So it
Yes.
happens. Okay. So you can just read the next paragraph.
Sure. Studying facial expressions.
Yes.
People generally believe that facial expressions are very important in communicating thoughts, feeling, and emotions. However, few people know how to break down the facial expressions into individual words. When shown an illustration of two groups seated across each other, some illustrations has been given here,
Okay.
each other and conference table. most people will observe that two people dislike each other. However, that's very general observation. If observation becomes deeper, the viewer will become more perceptive and begin to notice such things as a wrinkled forehead, raised eyebrows, exaggerated opening of eyes, mm, flaring nostrils, pursed lips, and so on. So they have asked, what do you see in figure 2.1?
Okay, okay. Observation, observe and tell. Okay.
Jot down all your observation. You will most likely have a long list. In the balance of this chapter, we will look at how the various features of face changes depending on what's going on the individual's mind.
Okay, fine. So stop there. See, some people, when it comes to some people, they will not have any expression. At least change of expression will not be there. They will even, or some people, they will have only a smile, or sometimes a frowning face. Whatever you tell them, there will be a grumpy face because the face is like that. I'm not talking about the features. There won't be any change of expression where you cannot. So some of them, they have got most of the eyes, most of the time the eyes will convey what is there in your mind. And for such faces, you have to really observe their gesture, posture. Have you come across a person like that where it is difficult to say what the person is thinking? Even if you scold or even if you crack a joke, they'll be like, one blank face will be there. Sometimes when you give a speech also, there'll be some people amidst the audience. We will feel the person is not disinterested, but the person could be very attentive.
Yes,
Yes,
it
yes.
happens with one of my 8th standard student. Sometime if I go on the class and if I try to speak something and I just thought that he's not, I just think that he's not listening. And
Mhm.
intentionally when I ask him questions, he'll answer. So
Okay,
it will be
yes.
confused.
Okay, it confuses you. Okay. So go on the class when I go to the class,
Go
or
to
when
the
I
class.
visit the class. Yeah, when I visit the class. Okay. So now we have got today's topic, which is natural disasters. Okay. First thing is a warm up question. Disaster.
Yes.
Okay. So we have got natural as well as man.
Man-made.
So now when it comes, this is a tricky question, okay? But I'm asking you because maybe you'll be able to answer. So when it is a natural phenomenon, see, when you ask Earth, if Earth is able to speak like us, Earth will say, see, I'm undergoing some change. So I have to create earthquakes, I have to have cyclones, or I have to do all these things because I also have to shift and move. Suppose Earth is speaking. If your buildings are falling, if you're finding it difficult, what can I do? So in that sense, it is not a disaster. Okay, I'm just telling you. Okay. But something that is man made is a disaster because you're making it. And the other
Yes.
thing is natural. So, how do you
Yes.
account for that? Disaster. That is, how do you account for this word disaster? So, when it is natural, can it be called a disaster?
Natural, as a human we call it disaster. If but you are saying that Earth is speaking. Maybe Earth is saying it's overpopulated. I cannot manage your weight. Buildings are so tall. You human, your factories are emitting smoke and you are harming the environment. Then everybody has a vehicle to drive, and I feel suffocate in the smoke of all these things. So I want to lessen the burden on Earth. So I'm just
Okay.
shifting.
Okay. So, I'm just shifting, I'm just moving. I also should move. Okay. So, now what we will do is we're going to have a conversation. You want to be earth or man?
Earth.
You're earth. So, I'm man. Okay. Human being. I'm representing human being. So, we're going to talk like that. We're going to have a very friendly conversation. So, I'm going to show you words, and using those words, you have to answer, or you can ask a question also.
Okay.
Question or answer, or just include that in your conversation. That's all. Okay. So we have got two idioms also. Gear up. Gear up means come on, or
Yes.
get set go, or asking a person to do something. Gear up, put into action. Yeah. Then laws of life, you know what it is. So gear up and laws of life. These are the two idioms. So in between, I may show you. Let me just fold this. Mm, okay. So we'll have the conversation. So there is no situation exactly. We are just like now it's the pandemic. We can take the present scenario also.
Hmm.
Okay. So when I'm showing you words, you just have to use those words.
Okay.
And you can use extra words also. That's fine. So shall we start?
Yes.
Okay, you can
Sure.
start. You can start.
So, should I give you words?
No, I'll show you the words. Okay. You just start, and as we are speaking, I'll show the words.
Okay. Uh, I'm Earth and I'm speaking to you. Listen, what I'm saying. I also have soul, or I'm also a living being like you, human, and you are creating trouble day by day. You are emitting chemicals, smoke. I'm suffocating, and I want to get relief from all those things. So, what should I do? Can you suggest me?
You want to get relief from smoke and all that we are doing. So you want to live.
Yes.
Actually, Earth, I'm happy to speak to you, Mr. Earth. So you should understand something. You are the unique planet in this solar system. That is why we are living on you. Okay. So now, if you have to live, even we want to live. So how do we live then? We are used to the smoke and things like that. And see, population is growing. And because of that, we have to build buildings. And you are saying you want a relief. What are some of the things that you're suggesting?
Control the population. Why you are using why you use different vehicles when 10 people are traveling on same direction? Can't you use same vehicle? it
Well,
causes
yeah, go on, then I'll answer.
it causes imbalance in the environment. Then for deforestation you are the responsible. Then you are shouting that we are not getting pure air or oxygen, and
Mhm.
that's why storms and cyclones are coming, and then again you complaining that we have natural disasters.
Yeah, I understand what you're telling. Actually, when it comes to cyclones and natural disaster and the vehicles that you're talking about, we are working on that. See, we have reduced plastic. Okay, most of the countries they have reduced plastic, and we are really working on it. And we humans, we have learned a lesson because Corona struck us. But still, coming to the point, controlling the population, how can we ask every nation and every country to, practically control the population? It is not fair. The second thing is using vehicles. It is for our convenience. That also we are working on, like reducing smoke and things like that. We need to conveniently travel, and Earth is becoming very expensive these days to stay on Earth, and we are planning to shift to another planet also.
So um, so you are saying about earth is not enough. So I'll tell you why it is not enough, and you can take some precautionary measures. In one family, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids are there, and after that, if suppose someone has a 10 acre or 20 acres land, you will divide that land into those kids. One person has 20 acres, but that person has 5 to 6 kids.
Mhm.
He will divide that land in among them, and they have 2 or 3 children each. Sorry, children each. Then they'll divide, and then again you are shouting that there is no enough land. So who is responsible for that? You should think about family planning. Why so many people are there? and I'm giving you warning. I'll warn you that if you don't control all those things, because of that heavy weight and all those things and buildings, earthquake can happen. It's warning.
Mm. So can't you stop yourself from quaking yourself? Can't you say stay still and think of us also? We will try to do all these things. We are trying also. In the future also we may try. So can't you stop yourself from shaking and all? Why do you shake often? For example, in Japan and other places, you're always shaking. And these days you're becoming very hot. And climate is also changing. We can't even predict the way you move. So it is becoming very uncomfortable for we human beings and the animals around us.
Let me explain. You are talking about why to shift. Um as a human being, when you sit on a same place for a long time, do you want to move your leg, your hand, your body? Same way, I also want to
Yeah,
shift.
it depends.
Same way,
Okay,
I also want to move.
you
Then you
mean
are
to
talking
say,
about global warming. I'm hot day by day. You started deforestation. You're cutting trees. Animals are not there. Then the use of plastic, smoke, pollution. That's why heat is increasing and ice is melting, and all those things are happening. So who is responsible for that? You human are responsible for that.
yeah, we are partially responsible. And see, you are moving around the sun, no, like that, along with other friends. You're having a very nice time in the solar system. And as I told you in the beginning, you are one of the best planets available in the solar system. And we know that we have got loss of life. So many people died. We are trying to gear up and put things back to place. But still, in the future, can you stop shaking so much? I know you have to move your legs and hands if you have legs and hands.
On one
And
condition, on one
yes,
condition, if you take care of me.
okay. How do we take care of you?
Plant
Reducing all
more
these
trees,
things?
plant more trees, then family planning, then use less plastic, clean your rivers, and try to maintain greenery everywhere, plant more and more trees. So yeah, it's a signal for you that it's the way human can live life.
Okay.
Human can live
Yes.
life.
Okay, I'll tell
Otherwise,
my
you are
friends.
gone. One day you are
Okay.
gone.
Okay. I'll tell my friends, Earth, and it was nice talking to you. Planting more trees, yes, we are doing, but we need to do that. And we are sorry for hurting you. So, because let this be an agreement between us, you also stop shaking too much so that there is less natural disasters. We will also try to prevent it. It is our action. We understand that. And it was nice of you to come and talk to us, talk to the people. Bye bye.
Bye.
How was it? It was nice, Anna. You really constructed the sentences. You put it into your conversation. How did you feel? Let me ask you that. I'm talking about your
Uh,
conversation.
since I have been taking sessions with you, not only for that, and lately I think 8 to 10 sessions, I realized that I have that ability to connect things together, create story, create sentences, which I was not aware of my quality.
Okay, okay. You did not try it out earlier. Maybe it was already there, but you didn't try it out earlier. So now you're able to do it.
But
That's
it
great.
credit goes to you because you made me think, you made me to do so. That's why I'm able to do.
It's a give and take policy. Okay, so now coming to the grammatical errors. So first thing is I asked you to work on the plurality and singular forms of the sentences. Second thing is going on direction. I think you said going in a particular direction,
Okay.
going in a particular direction. You are the responsible. What is wrong there? You are the responsible.
That should not be there. You are
Yes,
responsible.
yes, exactly. So you divide the property among your children, but you said
Yes.
into the, but you corrected
Yes.
yourself. That's good. sit on the same place, sit in the same place, sit in the same posture. Won't you feel like moving your legs and hands? The same thing is
I
the
think
same
I
thing
have
is
been making mistakes with, before I would make
happening.
mistakes with two.
Answers.
Nowadays I'm making mistakes with on and in.
Yes, yes. So now the earlier it was two and now it is on, in and all. And tenses fairly it got rectified. It is getting rectified. It's in process, but still when one problem is solved, don't go to the next one. It's okay. Sometimes it happens, we have to groom and we have to get things right. Okay. So I hope this activity did something for you. Okay.
Yes,
Now come
of
to
course.
natural disaster. So, any points that you want to add when it comes to natural disaster? Anything that you want to add on to, or something that has been disturbing you for a long time that you want to say about natural disaster?
Not for a long time, but just a thought came in my mind. Natural disasters are many, but I just think that animals on this planet, they are our companion, and that universe, that superpower has created us. So he he put all animals and human being on the planet Earth. So I think we all have equal rights, but we human, we always trouble animals,
Okay.
we
Yes.
disturb them due to deforestation. Then again in sea or rivers, we pollute the water. So again aquatic animals, they get harmed because of all those things. And animal bird, due to our towers and
Yes.
mm, what can I say, range, 4G,
Yes.
5G range, birds, they
Yeah.
are hurting. So
The
maybe
network.
that planet Earth or nature is saying that planet is planet is for all animals, humans, and for all. But you people are dominating and you are hurting others. So these natural disasters are there to teach you lesson.
Yes, that's very true actually, because radiation, everything is affecting the birds. And we say human beings, they are the crown of the creation because they have got brains and it is advanced brain. But that doesn't mean that you can spoil and dominate. See, our responsibility is to take care of the planet, retain, sustain, maintain, and preserve it for the upcoming generation. It's like
Yes.
when you go to a hotel, when you stay in the bedroom, you cannot break the wall and come out and say, I'll pay for it, right? Of course you pay for it and they do maintenance work or they'll try to work on it, but it's for another person also, where you leave the room in a proper way, like at least in good condition, without breaking the mirror, breaking the wall and things like the same thing. So we are living on this planet maybe for a span of 70 to 80 years, god knows, or maybe just 30 or 20 years. But what the quantity, the quality, everything is important, especially the quality of life. So one point that you said is like, I also asked you this question: is it a natural disaster? Like when Earth is talking, it is something that I'm doing, so it is natural for me. It's nothing like that. Everything is, most of the things are caused by human beings, and of course, Earth is also undergoing some kind of change. That is because of external factors also. Like for example, when there is a major change in the solar system, which we are not aware of, asteroids clashing, orbiting, the planets orbiting, and things like that, because of the changes in the space also, Earth is undergoing a change.
Yes.
But we are supposed to walk parallelly with that. What we are doing is we are trying to go in some other direction. We are trying to pull the Earth away from the natural phenomena. So
Yes.
that is dangerous for us, not just for the planet. It's dangerous for us. It's dangerous for the companions that you spoke about, nature, animals, birds, which is completely wrong. So our attitude should change. Human
Yes.
beings' attitude should change. Family planning, population controlling is really great, actually. I wish every nation does that, but still there are problems, there are restrictions and things like that. There also this question of having one life, enjoying it, everything comes into action. So it's a collective effort, it's a collective mindset which really matters, and
Yes.
that's it.
I think we Indian and Chinese, we need to control population comparatively others.
Yes, most of the populated countries we need to, and we are actually working on it. It's in our hands, not in the government's hands.
Yes,
They
of
cannot
course,
do
many
they
things.
cannot do much. See, even when a rule is passed, people are there. People will be like, no, no, why the rule is passed? Why we should obey? So those questions should be in there. Shouldn't be there. It's for a purpose. Okay, so I think we are coming to the end of this session. Any questions? Just one
No,
more minute is there.
no.
Okay, no questions.